Good evening, everyone. So 4 nights ago, was actually Friday night. I was scrolling on my phone, trying to look for some other guy called Herbert. And mistakenly, it was our Herbert, my Herbert, my friend, my brother, my advisor, Herbert Wigwe, whose number popped out again. Why so? On Thursday, February 8th, he and I chatted and spoke for a while. And so, with phones, the name and the last conversation will be the first that will pop out. Very usual of him. Excellency, my radar says you are in London. I said, my chairman, you are wrong this time. I'm on my way from Beijing, China, and I'll be getting home tomorrow. But of course, the very next, I called Shola. Where exactly are you? We're in London. Ah, there goes. And we chatted, and I said, we haven't seen this year a lot of times. And he says, I will see you in exactly 6 days. This was on a Thursday, and he says he'll be back the next Wednesday, and he will see me on Thursday. Of course, he still called me back later that night to complete the chat message that we had. And he said he was just coming out of his board meeting, and we will see as soon as he gets back. This was the last conversation that I will keep for a long time on my phone. I knew Herbert Wigwe about 34 years ago with his old school friend. I'm sure he's sitting here somewhere, Kaudi Ayeni. Kaudi and I were childhood friends. And I was working in an oil service company then, and I think he just joined Capital Merchant Bank. Those days when we have our 6 weeks on and 3 weeks off, you come to Lagos. You come and eat under the bridge with lunch or vouchers with your friends in the financial world. And I used to envy them a lot, because back then, it was only safety boots and T-shirts that we have. But they had well-tailored suits that they got from Quayside behind Mandelas. And so with the lunch or voucher, we'll go under the bridge and have something to eat. We all moved on. We all got married. And from time to time in Guarantee Trust, Kade knows the story. From Guarantee Trust, Herbert was being a fearless banker way back then. And our paths cross once in a while. All of his siblings. Emeka, we met on the street in Lagos, hustling. Joyce, we met professionally. Peggy, we met in the banking industry. Stella, I just met her. But it's been an interesting journey together. And a few times in and out of the banking industry, in public service, we will meet now and then. And he's always a man that has good things to tell, had good stories to share, had a lot of encouragement to give. Of course, we'll fast track. I became the governor of Lagos State. And our friendship, our brotherly friendship, blossomed further. Herbert was one of the very first people that supported my ambition generously. And I said to him, brother, I'm not going there to disappoint you. I will leave, I will work, and I will come back to represent the friendship that we all have together. And he said, count me in. I will give you all the support that you require. Him and my other brother, Iboje, had given me the support from the very first day as the governor of the state. It's countless. It's numerous. It's unbelievable how a man can truly share everything he has with you. Uche is here. Gilbert is here somewhere. Herbert makes it a point of duty every time he's flying out. He drops in at the Lagos South Marina. His greeting is always the same way. Excellency, you don't give up. We'll do it. No, we'll do it. Don't worry. Those things, we'll get it done. You don't have time, oh? Think about it. It's only 4 years, it's going to come now. Let's do it. Those were his words of encouragement. And he will sit back with his crackers, biscuits. He doesn't take cognac like they do with Carl. He takes Maltina or Malta Guinness. And that has been our journey for the past 4.5 years or so. But COVID gave us another history. Himself, our big brother, Alhaji Aliko, Ike, and a few others here rose up, stood up, and they said, never again will we fold our arms and let this kind of a disease that we know nothing about ravage us. They were supportive of our government, of our country, and Herbert led from the front during the very difficult time of COVID. He supported, he inspired, he encouraged, and he stood with us. On a personal note, not only has he taken me as a brother, my son, who he interviewed, works with him in one of his offshore companies. My wife, who does yearly women conferences, is the highest donor onto that conference. My daughter, who is trying to catch up on real estate, has been a major supporter of her. I have indeed lost a big friend, but the story doesn't stop there. Herbert and Ike, sometime last year, after the second term election, they said to me, Excellency, you don't have time again. What can we do? What legacy are you going to leave behind? How can we help you? What are those things, those big things that you have that you cannot realize? And with all of us, with Roosevelt, with Iboje, with Herbert, took a trip to Cairo. And they put together the biggest audacious financing plan that I've ever seen, by anyone. And they said to me, Governor, you have what it takes. We believe in you, we trust you. Go ahead and change the face of Lagos. That's my brother for you. That's Herbert Wigwe for you. That's a man that all of us are truly celebrating today. One of my joy this evening is the fact that I now know that indeed Herbert has a Lagos story in his life. He was born at the Lagos Island Maternity Hospital. That speaks volume, because indeed he's an Isaleko boy. And we're going to own it and claim it as part of us. If we're a city that gives citizenship at his place of birth, you will have been given the citizenship of Lagos Island. And we'll do something with that name and Lagos Island. Ike, you haven't lost a brother. We haven't lost a brother. You have earned 4 new children. And I know with you, they will also be fearless. With you, you will take them to where Herbert will be looking up and will be happy with you. Emeka, Joyce, Peggy, and Stella, you haven't lost a brother. You have gained all of us as your new family members. This is what Herbert has worked for. This is what he wants to leave behind for all of us. Uche, Gilbert, Dere, Rosie, we're all one big family now. Herbert has indeed transcended beyond borders, completely detribalized, having a Nigerian story in his heart. And so, on behalf of the people and government of Lagos State, we will cherish what he stood for, what he believed in. And Lagos, I repeat, Lagos will not forget Herbert Wigwe. We will live to support the family, to support Tuche, David, Hannah, and the great fearless Ukachi to become someone that your mom, Chizoba, will be happy with, that your brother, Chizi, will be happy with, and that indeed all of us will live the fearless story, the legacy of Herbert Wigwe. Thank you very much.